Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. This is the first episode, and we are still trying to figure things out, so stay with us. I am Oliwia Rouge, and Shredy is here with me. Shredy is the artistic director of our project, and we've been working for months on it, and today we're gonna talk about it. So I hope you lean back and enjoy. With this said, Shredy, what's up?
I'm fine, thank you. Congratulations for your first episode.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And we're just going to enjoy. We're going just to introduce ourselves. We're going to talk about you, about the project, what we are doing, and, how we got to know each other. Yes. And you prepared your questions, so just you can. By the way, how do you feel about this? Like your first episode?
I'm super excited and a little bit nervous, of course. But I'm also looking forward because I like to talk about what we are doing for so many months now and where we're heading. Yes, so this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad. And also, and we're going to make it in English, though, we're living in Germany and we know a lot of people in Germany. But we decided to make it in English in order for us to be able to reach as many people as possible and to engage all of our fan base, all of our fans, from many languages. So,
yeah, for sure. Since we are very multicultural, it makes sense.
Yeah, you can go for it. You can.
Yeah, sure. So the first question, of course, it's what's actually Oliwia Rouge?
Okay, this is our encounter, unsere Begegnung, We met each other, we got to know each other, and we started working with each other on this project. And I was inspired by you, by your character, by everything that you come with your background, cultural background, languages. And I thought to myself, you come with some nice guys, some nice spirit. And we can use it in order to form an artistic identity. And we can try to inspire people as much as we can.
Yes, for sure.
So, Oliwia Rouge für mich ist, you are the ambassador. Your face, through you we can deliver all those messages and inspiration of what culture is, what is multicultural is, what is Weiblichkeit and femininity, what is art. And of course you come from movement background, sport and also dancing background. So of course we could also integrate all of those. And a performance background, where I thought about, it requires a lot of work in order to build music videos and to prepare some, like even this podcast here, we worked a lot on. But I thought to myself, since you have this performance abilities and with the limited abilities that we have, we can start with photography work. We can try to tell a story through photography. And that's how we started. In the past 2-3 months, we worked mainly with photography, but this is not all of it. Yes. So we're going forward. We have more plans, but also it depends on the progress and also on the interaction with the audience, on the engagement. But we have a nice vision. Yes. Where we're going.
Yes, that's also why we are here today and doing this podcast. It's the natural second step to do. Yes. Even though taking pictures is also a big part now of our project, and I enjoyed so much. And I'm surprised how much of a rich message you can deliver through photography, and how much fun it is also to discover everything behind the result. Like, for example, doing the makeup, finding the right outfits, also going for places and put it all together to have it. Yes.
And also photography is photography, but it's also a medium where we can tell story through. And we had a lot of inspiration, we talked a lot with each other, and that's why also we were inspired. So photography is one aspect, but it is not only kind of posing like a model. We are telling a story. There's an idea behind it. And this is something that is also where we integrate, but again, it's more than that.
Yeah, for sure. But coming back to taking pictures, in this journey at the beginning, I had kind of a narrative how it would be like to pose and which emotions I would like to show to the audience. And then through all the process, with every shooting, I found myself with different emotions and also different outfits, and it worked together. And then the narrative that I had in the beginning changed with every shooting to something new, and now I have like a fuller experience with how it is to be in front of the camera, and also what I would like to show to the audience, and especially combined with the text that we did, right? With what are we gonna not only put together visually, but also through the text. Yes. So you already said a little bit about it, but I would ask it anyway. Like, why do you work with me? Very straight up question.
Okay. First of all, you have been working with Maria for about 2 years. Maria is the voice teacher that worked with Oliwia for 2 years, year and a half, before we met first time.
Year and a half before we met.
Yeah. A year and a half before we met. But we met one time.
Yes, last year.
Last year,
Yes.
one session we had.
Yes.
And we talked about the readiness of the Bereitschaft.
Yes.
And then you told me, I don't think this is I'm I put so many conditions of how we should work and how disciplined we are and how responsibility is. And then you told me, I'm not sure that I can, this is too much. If you remember.
No, for real, I do not remember, to be honest.
No, it was like you said, responsibility is a big theme for me. And I don't think I can do this. So okay, never mind. Then if you say that it's not ready, then it's not ready. Then we let go of this. And a year and a half later, you wanted to see what you can do with your artistic abilities, with your performance abilities. So you said to Maria, if you can join my artistic direction program. And then I was not sure about it.
For real?
Yeah, so I said, no, she's not ready. Because I thought to myself, the Berlin art scene of Berlin artists, very few, like anyway. So I said, no. And then, but you insisted. And then I said, are you ready? Are you sure she's ready? I'm not sure she's ready, all those things. But you really insisted and you stayed there. And at the end we said, okay, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And we started working, we started meeting a couple of times with them. And my senses were like kind of to catch the red flags where I can just run away. But you were amazing. You were like, every time you came, more motivated, more like looking forward to it. And you were willing to do serious work that, it is not easy. Like really, many people really underestimate what it means to go through this journey. There's a superficial conception of how it should look like and what they should do, but in the shadows, under the surface, there's a whole different worlds of psychology, of mindset, of abilities, of knowledge of the industry, of knowledge of the business, of knowledge of the economy. What is the connection between all those? And but you walked intensively, and so I said.
That's true. Also, I don't remember that I said that I'm not ready yet. I do remember that I had a big problem with responsibility, though. And it was with me since a couple of years. But the funny thing is that I always said I have problems with responsibility. But still, I started this journey a couple of years ago, even before that, with the dancing education that I did. And I was very responsible with that. And also with the singing lessons, because I take singing lessons since 3 years now, or almost 4 years. But this intensive work with artistic direction, I think by that time I still needed to do like inner work to be really ready. Because I remember that after the talk that we had, it was 2 hours, I still thought about it for another 3 to 4 months. It was so intense and so rich that it was still working in me. And from that point on, I was preparing myself subconsciously to come back again and to try it and then to really be ready. So when I asked Maria for a second meeting, I already did like the work that when we start, I'm there. So when you were trying to catch out the red flags, I was already all in and I knew no matter what happens, I'm gonna go. This is my journey and we're gonna make it. So I was insisting on staying like really with you and giving all that I have. Yeah. Until today and until the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you did. You gave your best. Really, it is... You were very consistent, on time. All the homework were made, and and with all the challenges, because when you walk this journey of sovereignty, when you walk this journey of Selbstständigkeit, of kind of standing on your feet and becoming sovereign, you face a lot of challenges because now you're not part of the herd anymore. You need to carry yourself on your own, and it's not easy, but you did it,
and yes, I'm still doing it, and it's not easy, but also it's flowing still because we know why we are doing this, and I know what I want for me, and also I know that this is my path. So once you know it, the readiness is there. There's no doubt about it. Yes. And also the outcome, it's making me so happy and so thankful. And I'm really looking forward for what's there because we just started the journey and there's so much creativity waiting to be put out in the world, so much experience, life experience that also wants to be put in something artistic to be shown to others, to touch others. I cannot wait for it. Yes. So with that said, I would go to the next question. It's like we work together. Yes, we started this journey, but why do we work so intense together?
Yeah, I mean, because this kind of work is holistic. It's like the transformation is holistic. And I know that many can try to change one aspect of the whole, but organic transformation and organic growth is holistic. We cannot ignore all other aspects. So kind of this mindset, if you go to the psychologist once a week for eine Stunde and this is supposed to change everything, you cannot change based on one meeting a week. And then the rest of the week, the subconscious works on its own. You try to conceptualize everything and to be aware of in eine Stunde, in 1 hour, but the rest of the week, the subconscious is, you go back. So we need intensity, we need to stay consistent, and not only on the mindset and the psychological aspect, but also with achievement and action and repetition, and because we are fighting the subconscious.
Yes.
We cannot win unless we work in that level of intensity. We having keine chance. We don't have a chance against the subconscious unless we are consistent and intense with it. So, and this is the only way. It is not only kind of to stay consistent and intense, it is also to stay consistent and intense in the right direction that goes to the goal, not the other direction. So there's a lot of elements that are needed, and you will really, this is a lifestyle. This is all our thoughts, all our being is dedicated to this journey. Yes. So it's not kind of eine Stunde and then I go back to chaos. Nine. I'm 24/7 dedicated to who I am and who I want to be.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the topic with conceptualizing things and just understanding things. But then when you have the chance to change a pattern, you just behave how you behaved all the time. So you don't really change anything in the end. Maybe you understand what you're doing right now, but to really change the behavior into something else and to start a new path. Yes, and also there is a lot of guidance needed for sure, because also the city is so big and there's so many possibilities that you can do, like everywhere around you, and it's so easy to get lost. Also, this is very important with the energy, because the energy is so important for your creativity. And if you lose it on everything else, you can still have the aim to achieve something. But if there's no energy left, then how can you progress in your art, right? Yeah. So first of all, to learn to be aware of all the Energiefresser.
Yeah. I mean, if you are a creative person, you rely only on our own abilities, our energy, unsere Gedanken, our thoughts.
Yeah.
If you are dependent on something, so you can be, if you're dependent on a job, if you're dependent, you don't need to be so aware of your energy and how you channel it. But if my energy is my raw material, which I create from, so I need to be very strict in how I channel it, where I spend it, where I invest it, where I don't waste it.
Yes.
And whether it's, time and like my body and what I eat and what I drink, but also psychology, with which people I interact. So preserving one's energy is so important, especially when you're a creative person. And my lifestyle is creativity and is dependent on this raw material.
Yes, your body is your instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And it's so exciting also to go it. Not always easy, but it's exciting to find out where I really want to invest my energy. And also if you don't put out your energy, everything else, and you really feel, okay, now I have it, what should I do with it? And to make something fruitful and to create a nice project that you always wanted to do, but now you really step into action. And then also to have a person that helps you to find the right tools, how to channel all the energy, to put it in the right way. Because it's always like a trial and error. Like I come with a lot of energy and also I have a lot of ideas, but then to take it into action, you have like this reality checks. So to have someone who's already experienced, it's a nice game then to find out, okay, what do I want to share? And with this help, we can really create the art that I always wanted. Yes. Yes. I would like to know if you have a question for me, Shredy.
I mean, your journey this transformation is not easy. You experience it. It comes with a lot of challenges because it's not only you change how you think, it's not only you change, it's also you see that the environment around changes.
Yes.
Whether it's people, friends, even space, like
Yes.
geographical space. And you've seen that. And it's challenging, it's not easy because it goes against all the old habits and what you're familiar with and what you like. And how is it for you?
It's interesting because I thought about that we fantasize about getting our life together and to go into something new to live we have visions und Wünsche. Wishes, everything, all of that. But on the other hand, we really like to stay in the same cycles. So we are also repetitive. Humans like to come to the same place again and again, and they have their own rituals. So I felt like these two energies are sometimes working against each other. So on the one hand, I would really like to transform and to go to the new places that will fulfill everything that I always wanted, and to live in that reality that I always wished for, with this potential that I have. But also I find myself sometimes in situations where I'm like, I got used to some places, I got used to some dynamics, and it's difficult sometimes to let go of this and just surrender to the process. But then I realized that you have to do it if you want to not only dream about who you could be, where you would want to be, but to actually be there, to actually create the reality. And then you can, from time to time, maybe like look back and be like, okay, I lived this and I was here and this was a phase of my life. But then to realize, okay, but I actually made it. I put so much effort, so much money and energy and hopes, and now I'm there. And for me, this thing to live all the wishes and to live my vision, it's everything. I give everything for it. Yeah. Yes. So this is much more important than my old patterns that I have.
And you give away your old patterns. This is not for granted. People don't change. Many people die without making the genuine transformation. They cannot make it, even once in a lifetime. And you made it in an early age. And this is amazing. You really, I know many people that reach the age of 60 and 70, and they don't make it, and they try. And even when they get the first fruit, they abuse their power, and everything collapses. And they go back to square number one. Most people don't change. And they think they changed. They make some superficial technical changes on the outside, but the fundament stays the same. And in your case, because it is also intimate, we cannot share all the information. But I know, like what you went through also on the inside. Mm-hmm. When we speak about the mindset transformation, it looks in the beginning as something conceptual. It is not real. What is the mindset? What are you talking about? But when we go, down the rabbit hole and we talk about it and we transform and we act upon it. It's not only just to talk theories, but you act upon it. And the transformation happens. Then we connect the dots and things make sense.
Yes. So many times. And I understand that it's difficult to change. So if someone asks me, how do you feel with all of this? So again, like on the one hand, I feel this super flow and I feel so thankful for all that we're doing and all that we already accomplished. But for sure, there are moments which are super heavy, because if you really try to change the patterns that you've known for so many years, it's a lot of pain, a lot of fear. Like you don't know what the outcome is gonna be like for the first time. There's like no security net. And then just really to go into it because you have a feeling or an intuition that changing the pattern would actually change also your reality. It's challenging. But then if you did it and you feel the small transformation, this feeling, I cannot describe it, how rich it is. And then all the visions that you have, they come a little bit closer. And this is, again, the engine to continue this journey. And then, peu à peu, every day, you get closer and closer. So sometimes it's small changes. Sometimes it feels like huge changes. And this is walking the path, right? Yeah. In the end.
Yeah. I don't know, this what you're saying. In German, you have this word Sucht.
Yeah.
This is like from the verb suchen. But in German, it means addiction. But it's from the same thing as if you are looking for something. Suchst, like seek. You're looking for something. Du suchst. You seek. Du suchst. And this kind of many people, this addiction, this suchen, this seeking, because they don't find what they're looking for, so they start investing their energy and attention on things that are not necessarily in line with their goals, but more symptoms that they can fill the space, the emptiness, the emotional emptiness. But the moment you find, you don't need to look again, you don't need to seek anymore.
Yes.
And you feel like you can, okay, now I'm home, I found it.
Yes.
And it already solves so many kind of emotional issues. Because, suchen is not only kind of drugs and alcohol and stuff like this. Some people have addiction to certain emotional substance, to some emotion, to certain relationships. They're used to it, so they look again the same behavior. But the moment you find, this is the most beautiful thing, the moment you find, you're not seeking anymore. Yes. That substance, that specific substance. And this is a feeling of closure, like you found it.
That's true. And also, like, going to this transformation again, this holistic transformation, if you are used to certain dynamics which are draining your energy, but you get kind of this adrenaline and this dopamine, then you waste already all of your energy, which you could channel into something artistic. So that's why you need to let go of these dynamics that don't serve you and just drain you out of this energy, because how can you keep up creating on a high level but still feeding these relationships?
Yeah, that's also what I liked about like your journey, that you were not kind of dopamine oriented. You were not like looking for immediate validation that you can feel good, but you had the patience for a long-term creation, which means that we need to work for so many months without anybody making like this, without anybody applauding, and this patience, it is where we can create. If we will be only on the level of the dopamine, it will not, and you really, of course, kind of everything that can give us some motivation is fine. But what I'm saying is that being only on the level of the dopamine, it will not create anything constructive. And in your journey, you had a lot of patience and also vision, which is not an immediate dopamine. I know where I'm going, and it's going to take so many months, and we're going to walk the journey. And
yes.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So talking about going and taking the path and packing all your things also and going there, how does the future look like? Very open question.
Fun. I mean, the future is, me personally, I'm already in the future. In the sense that the present, if I'm enjoying my present, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and we are working together in harmony and in creation and creativity, and then I'm not seeking anymore. All now, what we are doing is just enjoying the journey, enjoying what we created, keeping inspiring, because this is our excitement and this is our passion. So we are actually living our passion, and then more of it. So I would love, I'm having, specifically when we talk about Rouge, Oliwia Rouge,
yes.
I have a vision for it, where we're going. And it needs time. But But of course, we cannot explain everything and show the plans because we need to show the project, the creation, not talk about it. Until now, we created until here, and I'm sure that many of our audience, and of my audience, who will follow the journey, and they will witness it, and they will enjoy it, and they will be part of it, and it will be inspiring. You know, when we watch a film, it has a beginning, middle, and end. We are also now writing our film.
That's true.
So
that's true. Yes, we already made it through the intro. Yes, I'm very excited to go to the middle part.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, it's my first big project. So for sure, sometimes I would like to sprint and not to walk the marathon. But I also know that it takes some time. And I know where I want to be. So that's why I bring a lot of patience and thankfulness. Because this is so beautiful that we can walk the path, that we can create our own art and being independent and dictating how we want to say things and just thinking about how do I want to say it, how do I want, which colors, which movements, which text. So we are very free to do so. And this is a huge privilege to live.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, this is not a 100-meter sprint. Yes. This is a lifetime marathon.
Yes.
So we preserve our energy, we grow, we become stronger. We Guineas and we enjoy just.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I enjoyed very much doing this with you.
Me
so
too.
Much fun. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. And maybe we can do it again, in the future. And we can do it again. And of course, if the audience have questions or are interested in certain topics, you can write the questions under the video and we will gladly talking about it. We made this first episode about our project specifically.
Yes.
But this kind of format that we are working on, you can call it a podcast, you can call it an interview, however you like. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about art, culture, economy, politics. I don't know what's going on, whatever we see, trends.
Yes, and also depending on the questions that we will put out there. Yeah, I'm very open to get questions from you and to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe one time also you can interview other people. It's not only me. We can we make it together, and at a certain level we can also talk to other people and invite them. And
for sure. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us. It was so exciting, so much fun. Hope to see you next week again. And take care. Meine Haare, Katastrophe.